Welcome back to Spooge MMA with your host Spooge, and today we will be recapping UFC Fight Night on ESPN, Sean Strickland versus Abu Magomedov. And let's recap the first fight on the card, Alexander Romanov versus Blagoy Ivanov, and I made some fucking money on this fight. I told you guys, Alexander Romanov by decision, and what happened? He wins by decision. Blagoy Ivanov looked like he had no answer for anything. Romanov legit 30-27 him, embarrassed him. Shout out Romanov, made me some money. Shout out, let's go. Blagoy, I don't know. Blagoy just looks scared. If you look at his face, I don't know, maybe that's just how he usually looks, but he just looks scared. During the weigh-in, bro, couldn't even look Romanov in the eyes. He looks like a legit, soy loser. Fuck that, dude. Because I'll be his last fight before I betted on him and I fucking lost, but not again. Romanov fucking beat him. Let's go. Made some money. Next fight on the card, Ivana Petrovic versus Luana Carolina. And I said Petrovic will win, but Carolina humbled her on her UFC debut like a veteran's supposed to do. Shout out Carolina. She did what she was supposed to do. Humble her. Now Ivana Petrovic loses her undefeated thing. Now she's 6-1. Luana Carolina is probably gonna take her hype and keep going. Hopefully, probably not. She's probably gonna lose next fight. But shout out Carolina, nice win. Next fight, Guram Kitaladze versus Elvis Brenner. And man, I say Guram. The first 2 rounds were looking really promising. The next, Elvis Brenner just hits him with a left hook and just fucking shuts everything out and makes him cradle into a ball like a little bitch. Dude, but Elvis Brenner's his hair started out the fight as bleach blonde and he ends the fight red, dyed red. If you have not seen his head before the fight, you would think he dyed his shit red. But dude, he had so much blood in his hair, it was crazy. And his cut was 2-inch long cut. So crazy. It was so sick. But yeah, Guram, he looked good, but he just kind of gassed out. And Brenner looked like he was there to go all 3 rounds. But yeah, good win by Brenner. Fuck Guram, lost me some money. Shout out Brenner. I'm a fan now. I'm a fucking fan. Shout out Manny Oliveira. Next fight, Yana Santos versus Carol Rosa, and Carol Rosa won me some fucking money. That's what I'm fucking talking about, yeah. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, Yana Santos, she's married to Thiago Santos in PFL. So I just think she's trying to lead the UFC to go to PFL so she can be a power couple with Thiago Santos in PFL. How JP buys and Cheyenne buys were before JP got cucked. But, Yana Santos, she's going to PFL next. Shout out. But Carol Rosa, she did what I thought she was going to do. Just beat her by decision and just get the ground control time. And yeah, that's how she won. Shout out Carol Rolson for the win, and shout out me for making some fucking money. Next fight, Joe Anderson Brito versus Weston Wilson. And dude, this is my lock on the card. I said Joe Anderson Brito by KO, and what happens? He KOs him. Weston Wilson, he sucked. He just looks like he never felt that much Brito's power ever felt that ever. And yeah, he probably hasn't. He's been training in some Arkansas hay barrel gym or some shit. But shout out Brito, won me some money by KO. And I get Weston Wilson, he did come in short notice. Hopefully UFC does give him some money for that. But man, he looked shit. He looked like he didn't have an answer for anything. But yeah, he did come in short notice, so that is gonna happen. It is gonna happen. But shout Joe Anderson Brito by KO. Let's go. Won me a lot of money. Main prelim on the card. Main card for the prelims. Kevin Lee versus Rinat Fakhretdinov. And man, Kevin Lee, dude, he got TKO'd bad. Rinat just right-hand him and just sat Kevin Lee on his ass. That's legit what he did. To me, it was a hard fight for Kevin Lee to come back to. I mean, he should have came back to a Tony Ferguson, Michael Chiesa, or just some other shit, 170. But nah, he went face against Rinat and just knocked him out. And legit choked him unconscious. No, he didn't knock him out. He choked him unconscious. It was so sick. That's the sickest way to beat someone in the UFC. Choke them unconscious and just walk away. Like, dude, it's so fucking sick. But man, Kevin Lee, man, I know he's an older brother, but he probably feels like a younger brother to Keith Lee. But fuck. Shout out Rinat for the win. I said he was gonna win by decision, but he won regardless. I knew he was gonna win by fucking stopping him. But shout out Rinat. Moves on to 20-1. Shout out. Hopefully he can get a rank opponent next. Right, let's get to the main card. First fight on main card: Bruno Ferreira versus Nursultan Ruziboyev. And Bruno Ferreira, it looks solid, but he threw a kick and Nursultan caught it and punched him in the face, and just legit Bruno fell fucking. To be honest, he did hit his head on the canvas pretty fucking hard. I wouldn't like. I could imagine he could have been dazed off that shit too, but Nursultan knocked him out the fuck out. And Nursultan seems like a cool dude too. He's like, you know, humble guy. Like, it'd be sick if he turns to like some like crazy Dagestan fucking fighter, but no, he looked good, humble, and yeah, good win by Nursultan. I had him winning the fight. Shout out Nursultan, let's go. I had him winning, and I picked him. Let's fucking go. Let's get to the next fight on the card: Ismael Bonfim versus Benoit Saint Denis. And dude, Bonfim, bro, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like, I had no idea what the fuck he was doing. Benoit, he threw a kick. Then Bonfim all of a sudden was like egging him on. It was like, throw more kicks, bring it. And the Benoit kept throwing kicks, and Bonfim didn't have an answer to stopping it. Had no defense, couldn't catch a leg kick, and go for a single leg. Like, I don't know what the fuck Bonfim was doing. Like, he looked fucking awful. But shout out Benoit. He fucking, you know, he submitted him. Bonfim just looks stupid out there. Like, once you egg up her, like 2 minutes later, you look in the mirror like a fucking loser. Like, you're a fucking loser. But shout out Benoit. I picked him to win, and yeah, let's fucking go. Made some fucking money. All right, let's get to the last WMMA fight. All right, Ariane Lipski versus Melissa Gatto, and the first round looked promising for Gatto. I legit thought she was gonna fight like that the whole fight, but Lipski just kept poking her, got some ground control, and just beat her by decision and shit. She did look good though. Shout out Ariane Lipski, she did look good. Yeah, shout out Ariane Lipski, nothing else to say. Sorry, I got my pick fucking wrong. Lost some money. I did get some money on this though. Next fight: Max Payne Griffin versus Michael Morales, and I had Michael Morales winning by KO, but I had just winning in general. It was a good fight for Michael Morales. He showed he could go 3 rounds. Not really good, but Max Payne Griffin, he fought like Max Payne Griffin, meathead, punching back, not being afraid. But anyway, like, I don't know. Last 3 fights of Max Griffin, that's 4 fights now, including this fight. He's went to decision. Like, he has to show something. He has to show, like, you can't just be a decision fighter. Like, you're not throwing, like, Max Payne Griffin could be like a big name in the UFC. It's a sick fucking name, but he doesn't throw hard. Like, he needs to knock out more and more people, then he'll be sick. He'll be a good fucking name. But Michael Morales moves to 15-0. Hopefully he gets a contender next, a ranked opponent next, because he is a good fighter. He's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC, and hopefully he fucking keeps this ball rolling and keeps going for the title. Let's go, Michael Morales. Go to win. Another fight where I was spot on right about: Damir Ismagulov versus Grant Dawson. Won some money. I told you, Grant Dawson by decision, and what happens? Grant Dawson by this fucking decision. And he did what I thought he was gonna do the whole fight. Just took him down, and Ismagulov didn't have an answer for him. Shout out Grant Dawson, but I have a thing with Herb Dean. Like, nothing's going on. Like, I know I picked Grant Dawson to win by decision, but dude, like, Grant Dawson was just taking him down and not doing anything. Like, yeah, he was going for like north and south and north positions and shit, but like, dude, he's legit doing nothing. Yeah, he's tapping them on the top, but dude, what kind of punches do these do? He's like, you go on the you're on top of them, then just pop, pop, pop. They don't do anything. Like, they don't do fucking anything. Like, come on. You get your tallying points for punches, but nothing's going on. Like, I get, like, you want, like, the jiu-jitsu dudes and the wrestling dudes to get their moment to shine on the ground, but it's just like, you're not doing anything on the ground that's offensive. You're just doing everything just to get ground control time, which is so fucking stupid. in my opinion, they need to take ground. Like, I get ground control time and like crazy wars. You know what I mean? Like, you throw back and forth and like you're so gassed, you lay on top of each other. I get that point, but when you're like Grant Dawson, second round, just laying on top of him, kind of fresh, kind of not really sweaty, but still kind of sweaty. But it's just like, come on, bro, you have to do more. Like, come on, Herb. Like, Herb Dean should have stand him up at least twice in that fight. Like, Grant Dawson wasn't doing fucking anything. Like Ismagulov just kept getting taken down and shit. But shout out Grant Dawson for the win. But I just have a thing about Herb. Like, Herb is a respected ref, but like, bro, like, stand him up, bro. Like, stand him up. They're not doing fucking anything. Like, they're not doing, like, Grant Dawson's not doing anything. I get he has the main ground control time, but stand them the fuck up. Like, come on. Like, they're just supposed to be, like, warriors. Like, Grant Dawson saying, oh, I'm a warrior. But fucking warriors don't lay on each other for fucking 3 minutes to 6 minutes for ground control time, you fucking pussy. Meathead. Blockhead. Ugly motherfucker. Ooh, I could go crazy on Grant Dawson, but shout out for him winning. Didn't make me some money, but shout out Grant Dawson. And let's get to the main event. Sean Strickland versus Abus Magomedov. And it's sad. I had Magomedov to win that fight. That first round, you have to admit, that shit did look sketchy for Sean Strickland. That first round, Sean Strickland just looked like, he didn't really know what to do, to be honest, in the first round. But then, kind of look at it, Sean Strickland was kind of waiting for him to kind of gas. And yeah, you kind of see at the end of the round, Sean Strickland was just like, gas already, bro? Then fucking Abus Magomedov fucking, dude, what the fuck was he doing in training camp? What the fuck was he doing preparing for this fight? Like, I get he's unranked, untested, but dude, you just look at it, it was like a fucking shitty matchup. Like, it was a shit matchup. Abus Magomedov gotta be probably the worst 185er ever. And Sean Strickland's right. Fuck the Germans, bro. Fuck Germany. Fuck the Germans. Like, what the fuck was that performance? And like, Abus Magomedov goes crazy first round. He legit threw the kitchen sink at Sean Strickland, kind of. Then Sean Strickland wasn't even really that phased. And like, he didn't give a fuck. Second round just beats the fuck out of Abus Magomedov. And to be honest, like, Abus Magomedov, dude, that's a fucking type of fight to get you cut. Dude, that performance should get you cut in the UFC. Go crazy first round, then just stop, wave the white flag. That's it. That's what Abus Magomedov was doing. Like, I would at least gone 2 rounds and then start to gas. At least 2 rounds. Birdie just gassed out first round. Like, what? Birdie legit put all his attributes on kicks, punches, and shit, and put nothing on stamina and nothing on like chin. Like, dude, he sucked. But Sean Strickland, good fight from him. Good fight. Good fucking fight. I did call him retarded though for picking this fight, but it was retarded fighting this dude. But he beat a dude, and now, to be honest, he's arguably next up for the title shot. In my opinion, he should be the next title shot, even if Dricus du Plessis wins. Like, I get people want to see Izzy versus DDP for the fucking, all the back and forth banter they had, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like Sean Strickland would be a better fight. But if you look at this. Like, let me put it like this. Let's say DDP wins, right? Beats Whitaker next week or this week. And then he fights Adesanya and Sydney. Though Adesanya versus DDP and Sydney probably do better numbers than Adesanya versus Strickland and Sydney. To be like, it's sad because you don't want to think ahead of the fight or after the fight. Like let's say the DDP versus Izzy happens. Izzy wins, KOs DDP first round or whatever the fuck. Then you make Izzy versus Sean Strickland in like Texas or some shit. Wouldn't that be sick? Like, all of USA behind Sean Strickland, then like, or part USA behind Sean Strickland. The next, all the New Zealand, Australia on Izzy's side. And I don't know. I feel like it'll be a sick thing. America versus Australia, where the fuck Izzy's from, China or some shit, Africa, whatever 6 fucking countries he's from now. But yeah, I feel like Sean Strickland should be next for title, but if DDP wins, DDP versus Izzy in Sydney, the next you have Sean Strickland on ice and have Izzy fight him for like in Las Vegas or Texas or Florida, some shit like that. Like, dude, like I'm just thinking about the Izzy and Sean Strickland press conference, and bro, that one might turn ugly. It might turn fucking ugly. Like, I feel like Izzy is just gonna, I don't know, I feel like there might be some backstage fucking things with that Izzy and Strickland thing, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself, you know what I mean? Because the fight might not even fucking happen. Like, DDP could beat Whitaker, then chin Adesanya, then they'll make the rematch for, like, you know, any fucking thing can happen. But all right, this is my recap, and this is my what I was for the weekend for the fights. I was 8-12, pretty fucking good if you ask me. That's pretty fucking good, better than last week. Last week I was 7-13, but 8-12, bro, that's fucking money. And dude, this weekend is gonna be straight money. I'm telling you guys, this weekend's fight's gonna be a big fight. It's big fucking sick fights. All right, boys, see you later.